Today on EA Sports, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Gunners taking on the Portland Lumberjacks.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Portland Lumberjacks and the Houston Gunners. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good.
And we are underway from Houston. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie cornerback.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he?
Throwing to start the drive. Cobb. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Cobb. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cobb. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And he's number 6 in the league in receiving yards, and he plays for his team first. But he also, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, if I can get into the top 5, that might affect his bonus in his contract.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Throwing on 1st down. Cobb. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Leonard. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Off play action. Cobb. And he will find his man on the outside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Cobb drops it underneath for Collins. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cobb. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for him from a week ago: 25 carries, 113 yards.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrington. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a handoff up the middle. Hooks. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Weston, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd and 6. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off.
And oh, it coughed it up. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Weston. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
He finds his man complete. That's Sherman. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Gunners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cobb. He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. To throw on second down. Cobb over the middle. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Back to throw. Cobb over the middle, complete. It's Leonard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to throw on second down. Cobb. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run forward with Collins. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 1st and 10, Cobb. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Leonard. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. To throw on 2nd down, Cobb. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Leonard. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Cobb.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Cobb. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Cobb. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he slings one that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw on 3rd down, Cobb.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man complete. It's Harrington. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
They'll run on 1st down. Weston. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll drop to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cobb. He's got his man on the crossing route.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Cobb, he finds his man, complete. It's Leonard, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Off the play fake. Cobb, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Cobb, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
Houston's offense taking over again. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Portland's offense now about set to take over. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Throwing to start the drive. Cobb firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Collins running it from the pistol. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On 1st, they go right back to Collins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Cobb. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw. Cobb. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, Weston. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Johnson to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Portland's offense now about set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. This one's at the half with a score of 17-7. The Packers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. In that game, all square as they take on the visiting Seahawks. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. 28-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their pass.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive.
Cobb, and that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Cobb, and that's knocked away and incomplete. So out comes the field goal team once more. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Houston set to take over.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Weston. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
53 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Conley's got it over the middle.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Weston.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Hooks. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Now a give right side. Hooks. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half, and that trend is continuing here.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got the hook up with Conley.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. Hooks. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to work his way down to the 16. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. That's complete right around the 8. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Hooks. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Gunners have retaken a third-quarter lead. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they used the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing on 1st down. Cobb. He finds his man. Complete. It's Leonard. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Cobb. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
On 1st down, Hooks. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They'll run on 1st down. Hooks. And touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Gunners take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Cobb. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On 1st and 10, Cobb. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cobb.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cobb got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnett.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here we go. Black, 95.
On 1st down, Cobb. This pass complete to Higgins.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Cobb.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. look to throw again. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It's a loss of 5 there on the sack to bring up 2nd and goal.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Under pressure, they got him again. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And that lead is back down to 9 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The offense on 3rd down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He finds his man. Complete. It's Sherman. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
On 1st down, Hooks. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing to start the drive. Cobb. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Cobb. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Cobb. And that's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 2nd down now. Hooks. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This officially a 55-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that'll keep this a 9-point game. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cobb firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Cobb. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he will find his man on the outside. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Right back to him on 1st down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Hooks trying to run inside, but nothing there. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, Hooks. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down on the scoreboard, 1:44 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down. Throwing to start the drive. Cobb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Throwing on 1st down. Cobb. Throw left side, complete. That's Leonard. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
He'll get this complete to Collins.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Leonard. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Over the middle, complete. That's Leonard.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Looking middle, and that's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And a little bit of a surprise, they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ball game.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now, let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future, they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Portland, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.